everybody, welcome back to my channel TicTastic. I'm Wilamena, and if you didn't already know, I have Tourette's. So if you want to know more about that, then go check out some of my other videos which explain a bit more, because I'm not going to go into that much right now. So I have just arrived at TicFest, which is run by Tourettes Action, funded by children in need. And TicFest is like a weekend, so like a Friday, so like Saturday, Sunday, and the evening of Friday, where families with children who have Tourette's come and spend the weekend all together. At the minute we're at a place called The Beacon in Liabi, and it is amazing. They organise activities, so things like archery and going on the zip wire and climbing, all these sorts of things. And you can get to know and you can see other people who have Tourette's, their siblings come, the parents come obviously, so everyone can all speak to each other and get advice, get tips, make new friends, because some people may not have ever met anyone who has TS, so it's a very good opportunity to do so. We've just finished a walk around sort of some of the grounds. It's beautiful here, as you can already tell from the surroundings around me. The background noise is everyone currently rolling down the hill over there, and everyone is just getting to know each other at the minute. It's been a good icebreaker, so I'll update you more later. TicFest is funded, it's actually funded by Children in Need, so they help Tourette's Action to be able to make all of this happen. Hello, what's your name?
My name's Michelle Evans and I work for Tourette's Action.
What is Tourette's Action's main purpose?
Okay, our main purpose is to support and advise families who have children who are living with Tourette's syndrome, and we're the only charity in the country that does this.
Why did you set up TicFest in the first place?
Well, TicFest really happened by accident. We had some funding to hold 18 activity days throughout the country, and I think it was probably on sort of day 12 up in Northamptonshire. We had a really good day. It was about 4:30 in the afternoon and people were getting ready to leave, and one of the mums said to me, it's such a shame that we've got to leave now because the children are just starting to make friends.
Yeah.
And that really made me start thinking, well, okay, hang on, maybe a day isn't actually long enough.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do something over a weekend, and then that turned into like a full-blown residential. I spoke to Suzanne Dobson, our CEO, and put the idea to her, and she said, yeah, okay, great, we'll do that, do it next year. Actually do two, do one in the north and one in the south, so everyone has access. So that's what we started doing 2 years ago. We started off with 2. Last year we did 3, this year we have 5. 5? Wow, where are TicFest placed throughout the country? Well, I try and space them out geographically. Yeah. So obviously we've got this one here, which is in the west of the country, North Devon. We had one in Norfolk, which covers the east. We've got one in Tunbridge, Kent next week. We've got another one up in the Peak District, so that covers Yorkshire, the north of the country. And then we've got another one in South Wales. Is this your first TicFest this year?
It is, yes.
What were you most looking forward to about coming to TicFest, and what were you most nervous about?
Okay, that's a good question. I think I was most looking forward to meeting other children and other parents and young people with Tourette's.
Yeah.
I was most looking forward to my little boy Barney meeting other young people and children with Tourette's, because he was desperate to know other people with Tourette's.
Yeah.
I'm Barney. I was just looking forward to venturing around and meeting other people with Tourette's.
And I was looking forward to speaking to other parents about their experiences and learning from them, and just relaxing and enjoying the weekend.
Probably most excited about doing all the climbing and meeting other people with similar family situations.
I'm Wanda. And I'm Claire.
Cool. I'm guessing you guys are parents here at TicFest.
Yeah.
What's the best thing about TicFest for you?
To be able to let him run free and just be himself and not worry about his tics.
And for you?
I would say that Cameron has described TicFest like it's his medicine. So instead of going and getting medicine
Yeah.
or having to go to the doctor, this is probably one of the best things for him that tends to last all year.
Yeah.
And then we come again. It's like his annual medicine.
Yeah.
What I was nervous about was, I guess, because I know that Tourette's is like a spectrum disorder,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure where Barney would fit into that spectrum. So I didn't know if people would either have Tourette's much more severely than him
Yeah.
or much milder than him.
Yeah.
So I wasn't quite sure where he'd fit on that.
Cool. What were you most nervous about?
I was probably most nervous about archery.
Do you know what your first ever tick was, and when did you first notice it? Yeah.
We started realising it when I was in reception. I'm now in year 3, so that was 4 years ago.
Mhm.
And my first tick was shoulder shrugging like this. I still have that tick.
Yeah.
It's still not gone.
Throwing my neck back.
Throwing it back. Yeah. Do you remember how old you were when it first started?
About 5.5.
5.5. Cool. What about you?
My first tick, I'm pretty sure, was eye rolling, and it started when I was about 18 months old.
My first tick was, well, I realised it when I was about probably 3. It's like this type of thing where I clip my, go like that.
When do you think
I
you
remember
first
he
noticed
was
it?
8 and he was just eye rolling. He was watching TV and his eyes, one eye started turning on itself and we didn't know what it was. Thought it might be epilepsy, anything. So yeah, that was the first one I noticed.
Have you ever had people stare at you before because of your ticks?
Well, I did have like people commenting and all that, because some of my motor tics are like really big movements. But I did a talk to my class about it, so now it's not as bad.
I did that too. How does it make you feel when people like comment or stare?
Well, it doesn't happen anymore because
Yeah.
of that. But when it did happen, I just didn't really bother about it.
Yeah.
Because like, I know I can't help it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, people do stare at me and tell me stuff sometimes, but I just try to ignore them and just think about other things.
What's it like having a sibling with Tourette's?
It can be quite hard sometimes because I'm just trying to talk to him and he keeps like jiggling around and doing all these weird movements.
Have you kind of got used to it now though?
Yeah, I don't really notice it anymore.
Yeah. What have you most enjoyed about TicFest this year?
Everything really, just all of the activities and the people have all been really nice.
I absolutely loved doing the tick art. That was really good fun.
Making lots of new friends and doing lots of activities with them.
Cool. I was going to say activities. When we do that massive zip wire.
Oh, that is good. Yes, I
Yes.
think any of the activities where we're all joining in is fun. Yeah.
Adrenaline. A lot of adrenaline.
It was really good. Yeah, I was very nervous at the start, but...
Scary, but it was awesome.
Yeah, that's good. That was very good.
I was really scared at first, but then I realised it wasn't that scary.
Have you noticed anything that triggers your child's tics?
Loads of different things, and they're really utterly random. So it might be he's really tired, it might be that someone touches the skin on the back of his neck, it might be the chair at school is in the wrong position, it might be that he hears a phrase in a song that he really likes. One of his latest ones is in his drama production, he has to do this. And now that's become a tic where he just hits himself all the time. So it could be anything.
I watch TV sometimes when I'm watching something odd. When I see something odd and weird on the TV, I sometimes it just goes like that. And sometimes it's when I'm feeling nervous. Like last time when it was my first time of school, I ticked like mad.
Yeah, so when he's under stress, so we moved house beginning of the year, and then Aidan started having a horrible tongue tick, which was really painful for him.
Yeah.
And some of his ticks can be quite painful, like he has a wrist one that hurts him. So sometimes if he's under a lot of stress, so exam time, or if there's a change in routine, like school holidays, Christmas is a big one.
Yes.
So yes, it gets worse certain times of the year.
a specific cinema tic, for example, that only comes out at the cinema, which is a bit random as well. If he gets really excited watching telly, he has really significant tics, so it's really random. It could be anything, emotional, environmental, anything like that.
What tip or word of advice would you give to other parents?
I think the best advice would probably be speak to like-minded people, so you know you're not on your own. Definitely Tourettes Action, they've helped us, you know, no end. So yeah, I think sort of seek similar people.
So I would say that my key tip for parents that are thinking that their child has potentially got Tourette syndrome, or they know they've got Tourette syndrome, they've just been diagnosed, would be to know that it's a journey and you won't feel like you feel now forever, and that every day, week, month, year, you feel better because your education goes up and you relax into the condition and it just becomes your normal. And I don't think about it from day to day now, and it's just something that we don't even endure. It's just part of our household, and actually sometimes we quite like it because it's fun.
Oh, I think that's really interesting and difficult to ask. I think it's that stay calm about it, find out as much as you can about it. I think Tourette's Action have been really good for us in terms of information that they've got available. So we found out loads about it, but then we didn't lose sight of Barney, so his experience and how that's been for him. So I think, that's been important for us, so hopefully for other people too.
In what practical way can Tourette's Action help families?
Well, when a child is newly diagnosed, then we can certainly help in terms of talking to the school, explaining to the teachers about Tourette's, what they can expect, and also how they should deal with it. And we can also signpost families to other help, such as CAMS, for example. Also, we have a help desk which they can telephone if they need some practical advice. We've also got live chat, which we've just started. We also do a befriending service, which works really well, which is a telephone befriending service. And of course we've got TicFest, so we let them know about all of these different things, all these different ways that we can help people.
How has Tourette's Action helped you?
So Tourette's Action actually came into Cameron's school for us and did a whole school assembly.
Yeah.
And they educated every class, every form, every teacher all about what Tourette's is, and how it feels to have Tourette's, and how it will really affect his concentration in lessons, and it will affect his learning as well. And then also TicFest, we're here because of them. And I also know that they're always at the end of the phone if there's anything, if we had an increase in his tics, then we can always call them, and it's just like a lifeline, and it put us in touch with all of you as well, so really fun.
How easy was it for you to get a diagnosis?
For us it was quite difficult. So Aidan started with tics when he was 2, and he was 8 when he got diagnosed. And it took quite a while before we found someone that understood what was happening and could help. But we didn't find out about Tourette's Action until after the diagnosis. So I wish we'd have found out about them before, really, because it would have been really helpful for us.
In what practical way can Tourette's Action help?
Going to explain a little bit about TicFest and what it's all about.
You have to be there.
And I've heard you have nicknames. What are they?
Paul, mac and cheese.
Interesting. What does Tourette's Action do? Like, what's its main
purpose?
Purpose.
Is that a real microphone?